I just watched Captain America Brave New World at the world premiere, and here's my non-spoiler review. It seems like Sam Wilson doesn't need to take the super soldier serum because bro was basically born with superhuman strength for him to fight off Red Hulk and survive the way that he does. But that's what you need for this movie is suspension of disbelief, like with all comic book movies. Captain America Brave New World brings back the good political thriller in the MCU. Now, I'm not saying it soars as high as their very best, like Captain America the Winter Soldier, Captain America Civil War, because it doesn't have to. It just needs to be a good movie, and I felt like this was satisfactory in achieving just that. Anthony Mackie earns the title of Captain America and really relieves the pressure off of himself to be on point just to prove to everybody that he's worthy of the shield. Sam Wilson through this movie really distinguishes himself from Steve Rogers through political tensions in an interesting way where when the president tells him, "You're not Steve Rogers," in Harrison Ford's epic voice, it shows us that Steve Rogers was somebody that people believed in, whereas Sam Wilson was somebody that people can aspire to as a human being with no super serum. This is certainly not the best MCU movie, and it's not the worst MCU movie. I would say this is somewhere in the middle. It's good, it's serviceable, it's satisfactory. I'm certainly not disappointed with it at all. Disappointment or hatred towards this movie I think is unreasonable. If you enjoyed The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, then you should have no problem enjoying this as well, because it feels like an extension of that show and also an appropriate successor to The Incredible Hulk, Eternals, and where we left off with Sam Wilson at the end of Avengers Endgame with his interaction of Steve Rogers handing him the shield. And as Captain America, with international conflict like Japan and America fighting for adamantium, which was so exciting, I really love that he was able to show us, even through politics, no matter which side you lean on, left, middle, right, up, down, whatever, if we don't see the good in each other, then we've already failed. Harrison Ford as Ross and Red Hulk was all in. I was actually surprised with how much emotional depth he brought to the character. There are some emotional beats and scenes with him that I was like, ooh, yeah, this is working. And I really appreciated the cameos that were in this movie as well. I thought they served the story and the characters very well. There's 2 cameos that I thought were meaningful and I was actually surprised with. And there's one post-credit scene that kind of teases the bigger movie later on. Also through this movie, I like the idea of rebuilding the Avengers. Leading the Avengers is such a essential part of Captain America's character, so I'm glad they have that in there. With Ross's character, I love that he kind of represents this idea of the ability to change as a person and kind of let go of the past that haunts him, torments him, builds rage within him. There's always a chance to change for the better and do the right thing, even if it means not Hulk smashing. The movie is reminiscent, narratively wise, to Captain America Civil War, where we have Captain America looking out for his friend because the government is after them. But like I said previously, it just doesn't match the height of that cinematic masterpiece, I believe, Civil War, The Winter Soldier. But then again, I'm not expecting every single MCU movie to be Russo brothers level quality, because those are lightning in a bottle type movies, and I think it's unfair to really assume that every MCU movie is going to be, Avengers Infinity War, The Winter Soldier, Endgame, etc. Overall, this is a solid political thriller. Anthony Mackie is Captain America. Harrison Ford was natural as Ross. The only thing I would say about the editing is that it felt choppy. It definitely felt reworked a lot and rushed. I do think the dogfight scene with Sam Wilson and Joaquin Torres was pretty sweet though on the big screen. That's my review for Captain America Brave New World. I hope you all give it a chance, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on the movie. Let me know in the comments. Are you going to be seeing it opening weekend?